to go back out and try to race some more.
Okay.
That's short track.
Got some battle scars, no doubt about it. We expected that, and I think the drivers, the officials, and everybody else expected it, certainly the fans, the big crowd that turned out here today.
Say, next weekend, the CBS Sports Show will be right back here in Colorado, bringing you coverage of the 14th U.S. Olympic Festival. Saturday's coverage at 4 Eastern, that's when it commences, spotlighting the boxing competition, and Sunday, 4:30, figure skating takes center ice. That's all next weekend on the show. What a show we've got here today as we get ready to get at it again. Let's see what we got for laps. 139 working 140 right now as they get ready. Turn them loose. The super trucks coming out loud and proud, as they say in short track racing, with Hornaday to bring them down. Butch Miller with them. Sedgwick third. Mike Skinner fourth. Rutland fifth. Corelli sixth. Resendez, Jack Sprague, P.J. Jones, Hornaday all in there as they turn them loose.
Hornaday was able to get out in front of the lap track very quick going into turn one. Butch Miller in second place, he had to deal with it, and now Scott Legacy is between he and Hornaday as they come off of turn four.
Here's Corelli looking to the outside, the crowd up and cheering. They want to see him do some running right now. He tries to come up and put a lap on Glanville, go back after Rutland. You're riding with Rick Corelli, the pride of Denver.
Well, Ken, more problems for Scott Legacy in number 24. They're giving him the black flag for making a pass on the left going into turn one. He got up the side of another truck going down into that turn, and you aren't supposed to pass to the low side of the track. You can pass to the outside, and so he's going to have to come in, I guess, for a stop and go.
Three-time SCCA national champion, sports car racing Legacy, takes a consultation flag. Meanwhile, Hornaday, he's just hitched up all the way, looking like he's got a payload in his back pocket. Ron Hornaday at this point out by 15, car length advantage coming out of 4, coming down to complete lap 144. Legacy pulls up on the main straightaway and comes to a stop right here at the start-finish line. Stop and go, and they send him back away. I believe that's the call.
I think that would be the case. Of course, you would not go to the pits in this case since the pits are on the outside, or I assume that's the situation. So he stopped. He's back to the back of the pack now. So he's still just one lap down, but the leader is not too far behind him.
Hey, take a look at the scramble that's beginning just behind Butch Miller in second place. Sedgwick is there in 75, two-time Western NASCAR champion. That's the 75, but look who's knocking on the door.
Yes, Skinner has moved up there in the Teresa Earnhardt truck.
Tailgating, number 75. Here comes Skinner, the 5-time winner.
Scott Legacy being black flagged once again. Apparently he didn't stop long enough. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe he does have to go to the pits. He's slowing down now and headed into the pits. Boy, this is a tough break for him. He had a really good truck today and had a good run going, but just got spun out early and got lapped down and continued to try to get it back and just couldn't.
There's the 16 of Hornaday, scooting into turn number 1, completing lap 148 of 200 in our live coverage of NASCAR Super Trucks. On to Topeka, Kansas. That's next for these folks. Heartland Park. There you see Sedgwick maintaining third, but coming right after him is the 3 of Skinner, and then the 84 of Rutland is right there knocking on the door. The point leader, Joe Rutland's Ford, number 5, Rick Corelli in the 6. You're riding with him right now, and the 6 is in 6. For this much horsepower, this many trucks, 28 starting on this size track, it's been an incredible performance.
Well, these leaders are getting in a lot of traffic now. It's going to be interesting here to see who gets through the traffic. There's Hornaday. He seems to be able to get through very quickly, but look, Butch Miller has almost caught him right down on the bottom of the racetrack as they go around Bob Strait in the truck number 37. Bob, we saw, had a flat tire there a little bit earlier. He's back out on the track now, but Butch Miller beginning to move in a little bit. Yet to win one of these truck races, but boy, he has been close so many times. Will this be the day? Now look at this heavy traffic right to the left of our screen. They're coming up on some very, very heavy traffic.
Ron Hornaday, Southwest Tour champion.
There it is.
Ooh, look at
There's
this.
all that traffic.
Bump grind.
Bump and grind. There's going to be lots of it here. There's Sedgwick moving up. He's trying to move up on the outside of Butch Miller.
And he's getting a hole out there, except the 38 Swindell got into it. Now the 16 comes down under Daniels. Holy smokes. Here comes the 98 of Butch Miller.
He's been third 5 times. In fact, he did that 5 times in a row, Butch Miller, in this series this year.
What a pocket shot by Miller. Stuffed it right down on the inside. Started to haul right up through and came right back on Hornaday. Sedgwick with him. That is some good racing.
They sort of lost Mike Skinner. He was up there with them, but they sort of lost him when he got in all that traffic. He's not too far back, but he's there. You can see that black truck back there about
10 car lengths?
Yeah, 10 truck lengths or so back.
There he is with Rutman still tagging right on his tailgate. And Carilli there.
Whoops. He got a piece of the 79 truck.
Oh, he got it.
And the 79 truck's got to feel like, and here's trouble on the front straightaway. Oh, Jerry Glenn.
No caution.
No caution yet.
No caution.
No, he's in.
He's down on the inside of the track.
He's back underway.
Keep it getting it. Clear behind 83.
So Jerry spun down off the track once again, and we're back to the leaders and still getting it.
Oh, Jerry's had a busy day.
Yeah. See all of this race.
If Elvis was in there, I think Elvis would step out right about now.
No, I think he'd have got out earlier.
Now take a look at this. Here's Hornaday, Palmdale, California racer, looking so strong.
Going on the inside of Kenny Allen, truck number 65. Miller goes right with him, and there's another truck. That's Bob Freeback heading to the pits on the back stretch.
Gary Tigg getting lapped by a lot of folks now.
Truck number 51 is Gary Tigg, and here is Toby Butler getting lapped once again. Toby had hoped to get that thing. He's running in 13th position, but he was hoping that all that work it in. Here's a spin
out of board.
Sammy Swindell spins around right here on the front straightaway. Caution is out now.
Yeah, he smoked it up pretty good in turn 1.
Yeah, they had a blind spot going in there.
I think it may be more than just tire. Well, maybe just tire smoke.
I think it is, yeah.
Swindell back underway in the channel lock, number 38. We'll take a little break and then be back. There are now 160 of 200 laps complete at Denver. Swindell spinning just moments ago here, brought out this caution just back under green.
And you see all that smoke, Ken, he kept his foot on the gas. In sprint car racing, which he is so accustomed to, that's the way you do it. You just keep on spinning her on around. And here's another spin. Bob Straight gets a little bit of a tap. And around he goes, and he keeps those wheels spinning as well. No caution yet.
No caution.
He keeps going, and everything okay. Okay,
Lex Bergeron thought he was just mad.
Well, he might have been.
Swindell when he kept on looping it.
Can't blame him. He left some pretty telling black marks out there. Showed exactly what he did as far as that spin is concerned. Maybe we'll get a chance to show you those in a few moments.
166 laps are complete. There's Skinner in the number 3 going after Sedgwick in 75. The white and blue truck down in turns 1 and 2. Hornaday and Miller still first and second. You know, Skinner's the one guy that's gone flag to flag. He took 200 laps and took them all in a race earlier this year. I believe it was in Tucson. He's the only one to have led from flag to flag. Right now, Hornaday is trying to duplicate that.
And also Miller is really working on the back bumper of Hornaday. Here he is. And we pointed out in the first half he was getting awfully good traction off the turns. I predicted that he would pass him as Swindell goes to the pit area. But Miller then never did pass Hornaday. But look at him moving in, going into the turns. Looks like his truck is hooked up. Moves right up on him, maybe puts a little bit of bumper to him. And Hornaday, he's going to try it on the outside. Now, that's not Butch Miller's style, but if that's what it takes, he'll try it. He likes the low side of racetracks.
Butch Miller closes in. Here's Sedgwick right there in third. Skinner in fourth. Top 4 all together at lap 170.
I think Hornaday's holding them up right now. Butch Miller senses that, and he sees those other trucks coming. He's going to try it on the outside. Butch, you don't know if that'll work or not, but certainly Hornaday's doing a great job of protecting that inside. Here he comes.
Crowd standing and cheering.
Brave move on the part of Butch Miller and a great working truck.
Miller looking for that first truck victory.
They're coming up on traffic. Can he pin him in behind one of them?
Daniels down on the... Hey, look at this, 3 wide. Sedgwick on the bottom going for it.
And Hornaday drives hard into the turn. Here they come, 3 abreast off the turn, beating and banging.
Sedgwick looking for a hole to take the lead, but it's Miller for the moment. He gets tapped. Turns it a little sideways and keeps it up there. Sedgwick right down the middle. Here comes Skinner. Skid number 3.
Skinner trying to get...
Hornaday hits Sedgwick and spins him around. 23 almost collects him. Then Clark, he spins. He keeps going.
A 3
No flag.
Yeah, flag is out now.
Now there's a yellow just coming on.
Wow. What action.
That's fun short track racing, folks. And they'll tell you that's just racing. Here's Dick Berggren.
Well, in all that 3 wide stuff that was going on that last lap, Sedgwick came out of turn 2 and he was absolutely sideways. And as we've been saying all day, when you get out sideways, these tires are hard to get hold of, and he just flat lost it.
Well, he might have got a little bit of help up there in all that traffic too, and but he was spinning those tires.
That C-1500 Chevy of Bill Sedgwick putting on some kind of show as he saw a little daylight down on the bottom, and he brought 13,000 people to their feet here. Every seat sold. Take a look at real speed at this show they were putting on.
And here they are, 3 abreast. Sedgwick down on the inside where he was in the middle for a moment, and then he went up into Hornaday just a little bit. And you're right, Dick Berggren, when he got up into him, he lost it. Ron Hornaday really had nothing to do with that spin, and around he went. But he's still in 6th place, so he didn't lose a whole lot.
And the way he was running, he can get right back into this thing.
And Ken, while all that was going on, Mike Skinner moved up into 2nd place.
27 laps to go to decide it. Another great super truck show. This one in Colorado. Coming up, Heartland Park, Topeka. And then back east, they're headed for Flemington, New Jersey. A lot of great shows. They'll end up back out on the West Coast. Here's Mike Joy.
Well, Ken, this is, if these folks have never been to a Saturday night short track NASCAR race, this is typical of what happens on these bull rings every week, Friday and Saturday evenings around the country. That's why we compare this to Daytona and say this against Daytona is like trying to play an NFL game on a basketball court. Same amount of action, you compact it into this small an area. This is the kind of things that happen.
It's exciting.
There's the rest of the running order now, as we're about a lap away from turning them loose. Tomorrow, CBS Sports Show takes you to Detroit. 10-round heavyweight bout. James Thunder in action, and Franco Wanyama. Action begins at 4 o'clock Eastern. That's tomorrow on the show. Lined up and ready to go. As they come down to the line, 10 cars in the lead lap. Miller, Skinner, Hornaday, top 3. Rutman, Sedgwick, Resendez. Back to 6, P.J. Jones in 7. Rick Corelli, the hometown favorite, in 8. Jack Sprague is in 9th, and Portingay is back in 10th. They're going to take another lap. Yellow flag still out. This will bring them through 176 and turn them loose at 177. The question is, will we get that 5th different winner of the season here? Butch Miller made all those stout efforts twice. It looked like he had it in hand and it slipped away. Putting on the show right now has put that number 98. Here's Dick Berggren with more.
What do you do with the crew chiefs when you've got the pits on the backside of the racetrack? You put them up in the grandstand with all the fans. This is Doug Richard. He is Hornaday's crew chief. You watched all that. You're not leading anymore. Now what?
Well, you know, all we can do is sit here and watch enjoy the race. We're doing all we can do. We're a little too loose right now, and we pretty much wore the right rear tire out. We've tried to pace ourselves to save that tire, but right now it looks like a couple of those other guys got a little better right rear than we do.
What are you going to tell him to do from here?
Well, right now we still got to be patient and not totally abuse the tires, because there's 3 or 4 more trucks behind us that's subject to take that spot away. You know, it's Ron Hornaday's pretty good in a predicament every now and then, and hopefully our Papa John Chevrolet and Action Collectibles get it back up front, we hope.
Doug Richard's good in a predicament too. Mike Joy?
The key to this restart will be Toby Butler in the 21. He's in a Ford. On the last restart, a Chevy was in front. Butch Miller's Ford was second, and Butler stayed well low out of the way. On this restart, watch him try to insert himself right behind Miller ahead of the Chevy.